Alright. So in Civ 5, so the thing about religion, I don't know why the hell they didn't like translate the UI for this. So like religions have a worship belief, a follower belief, and a founder belief, and an enhancer belief, right? So they have like two follower beliefs, a wait a minute. They have like one worship, one follower, one founder, and one enhancer, something like that. But anyway, and I think the worship is the building, always. Yeah. So I was like freaking out because I was like, why? Did you get out of here? Why was I not getting any, like, why are there only these options here? This is the founder belief, I think. Yeah? I don't freaking know. Is this the follower belief? It's so confusing. It should give me the founder belief first, but it's not. I really want Crusade is what I want. I think. Trying to decide. Because, like, Crusade is great, but, like, if you're not fighting, it does nothing, and you could get something great like Tithe or Cultural Dialogue. Let's be bold. We're gonna go with Crusade. Every time you close, I close windows and check things constantly, so I always have to like redo it. So we are trying to spread this, and this is an interesting thing, right? So I'm giving people my religion. I don't want to give people bonuses to relics. I don't want to give people work ethic. Like I really don't want to give people work ethic because that's super good. What I'm okay with giving people is shrines and temples give me housing, right? Because think about it. What I'm talking about is if you're spreading to somebody who doesn't have religion, you don't want to give them any bonuses. Because why would you? You're spending your own freaking production to give somebody bonuses. If someone doesn't have religion, they don't have shrines and temples, right? So I'm not giving them a bonus if I give them religious community. Whereas I can take advantage of it because 2 housing in my holy sites is really awesome. So let's go ahead and pick that. Feed the world. Food though, do I really need food? I don't know. I want to make sure I get Crusade. So we're going to do that. Here we go. Very good, boys. Let's get it on. Why am I suddenly lagging? I don't know. Please be a channel to the great beyond. Am I recording? Yes. Wouldn't be the first time. So, we have a religion already. And we're going to attack Numbadal. So what I need to do is... I don't have a shrine there. What I need to do is spread that sweet, sweet religion over there. So, I need to start building chariots. But it's just like, it's like 2 turns to finish this, or 3 turns to kill this. So I'm kind of trying to be lazy and like, we're not lazy. I'm trying to like really squeak it out here. So like, what can I build instead right now, right? I can build my barracks. Build my watermill. Because yeah, I could use some, I have 10 housing now, so that's pretty good. So I do want to get some more food. Like, I should build a barracks, or I should have already. It's okay, I'll just do some city center shenanigans. Oh, that's right, I get my free swap, baby. Here we go. I could try to squeak out a settler. How long will that take? Because that would be kind of, if I wasn't going to war next, I would probably want a settler. So I could get it in about maybe 3 turns? Which is about how long it would take. You know what I'm saying? So it'll take me about 3 turns to build a settler and to get my bonus towards cavalry production, because that's what's next. And it'll give me a little more time to spread my religion over there, because I'm not sure if it'll take more than 1 missionary. So I'm in good shape, and I'll keep this. Do I want great scientist points? I don't know. Let's check. Yeah, so like, we're not really competitive for great scientists in any way. Oh, that's kind of nice. But anyway, like, so I'm not really gonna, it's kind of like, yay, a little bit here, but like, if no one else was going for great scientists right now, that could be really awesome, because I could kind of get one, I could kind of sneak in one for free without even needing campuses, and that's pretty dope, but alas, that is not the case. I don't want this, I don't want any of these to be attacked by the boat. Look at that, that's gorgeous. I think I'd rather you finish your shrine than get a monument. Like, I like to keep my... You should... Like, the default is a 3-to-2 ratio for science and culture. And I'm perfectly fine in that. I don't really need monument here. Yeah, it's like dirt cheap and it's really good. But the thing is, I just don't need it. I'm gonna use the archer to get vision on Dunmadal here. So I got kind of lucky in the sense that... Oh! Ooh, we found the Great Beyond. I always get Helmsman here. Because, like, this is essentially a scout. Like, it's just an aqua scout. Like, that's all it is. You know? I don't need to worry about that. Okay, so it's 4 turns. That's not ideal, but that's okay. Wait, I need to spread. So it is getting pressured. So we'll see how fast this flips. Walls, eh? I wonder if I could get this. No, I'm not gonna get an admiral. If I get 2, then I could buy the walls with faith, which would be pretty nice. Because as I said, they're quite cheap. I don't know if that's gonna be 6 or 7 turns from now, you know? How long, right? 5. So I need 45. So it'll take 9 turns. That's actually doable. Rather than like hard building them. Iron. Oh, there's a civ. Norway? Or maybe it's... Is that Indonesia? I don't know. I might wait another turn to clear this. Just because I want to clear it once my... It doesn't need to be cleared, because I don't want to swap until my settler and maybe my shrine is done. Not that the shrine's much less important, but... I don't know why I brought this guy over here. He's fine. He can leave. I'll just promote. Convert. So it's showing me like that it's right on the edge. So I won't need another missionary. So as you can see, they have like one warrior who's currently swimming, having a great time. So like city-states are really crappy at defending themselves. So it's pretty, especially yeah. This city is boned, for lack of a better word. I could go on a tear here. I could probably kill Muscat and then just build harbors, right? Because I was talking about how harbors aren't as good if there's a lot of these city-states. Valletta, I wonder if I could put Petra here too. It'd be pretty sweet. It's a little ambitious. Armagh is a good city. Like, I kind of want to kill all of these except for Valletta, because Valletta is pretty nice. I'm sorry, Valletta is not that nice. It's just kind of all food. It's not terrible by any means. Like, it'll get some nice lumber mills or whatever. I mean, and like it has this hill at least. If you got Petra, it would be fine. But like, that's kind of questionable with no production here. I kind of want to kill them all. Armagh, except Valletta. Like, I might do that. I'll just keep going as long as I can. So. Get myself a nice... I like Garrison, because then you get incendiaries, and basically they function as siege units, which is really good. They're kind of like a hybrid siege unit and range unit when you get that promotion in the early game. Please don't spawn, please don't spawn. Unless it's a scout. So I guess the barbarian ships can't go through their own cities, interestingly. So the way I did this is I cheesed out, like I was able to cheese out a, not cheese really, I squeezed out a settler with the bonus. I boosted at the correct time to get maneuver right when I needed it. And what else could I do? I can even get general points, kind of nice. Maintenance will be good soon. I kind of need maintenance. Maintenance is, like, the best gold policy in the game is maintenance sometimes. Because, like, if you have 6 units, that's 6 gold. If you have 2 trade routes, that's 4 gold. So it kind of depends, but maintenance is a very good policy to be running. Unless you're building units, like right now, you want to be running maintenance. There isn't really, like, there aren't really that many military policies that actually explicitly help with combat. One turn chariots, I'm down. So I think we'll make our way over to Muscat, which looks like it's about to flip anyway. Oh no, we're like allies with these people. Maybe I won't kill them because they're my ally. I don't know. It's probably still worth just getting their city, frankly. So I like to settle, as I say, good cities, not necessarily the closest or the most contested. But this is a close city that's also very good. But what I actually would really like is Aqueduct, right? So putting it here will get me all these 4 coastal resources and an aqueduct, and that's pretty dope. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I do want to get shipbuilding sooner or later. I know this place is swarming with barbarians. So that's a little sketchy for just sending a settler over there. There's also some really good stuff up here, like this wonder. Maybe I'll just start shooting. You no longer kill your own trade routes by going to war, which is kind of nice. I think. Am I wrong? Is that Civ 5? I always confuse these 2 games. I'll let that finish. Why not? Warrior unit is available for a promotion. You're not a warrior. Okay, you're an archer. You hide in the back. Or the warriors face tank the damage. Oh, pyramids. Oh, that's a floodplain? I didn't even look closely. Yeah, it is. I would put it here, though. But anyway, I don't want pyramids right now. Maybe soon? Like, why not? Pyramids is a very, very good wonder. Oracle wouldn't be that bad for us, honestly, because we're going to have faith floating around Although we are going to be spreading, so... I'd really like... I don't need Genghis Khan because it doesn't... It's kind of the stupid thing, like, sometimes about the generals, is if you don't get, like, the first one, it's already on the medieval era. So when it says it buffs medieval and Renaissance, it literally means it does not buff ancient and classical era units. So, like, this Genghis Khan will do nothing for me right now. Like, until I get medieval, until I get my, like, knights or my unique unit. So the question is, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3. I might get a 4th archer, but for now, wait, I have 4. Alright, that's plenty. And then maybe 3 chariots and then my warrior. Should be plenty. I might hold off 1 turn on drama, so that way in like 2 turns I can swap away from chariots. Go ahead and put points into that. Yes, I want theology, but I can wait another couple turns to get on that. Like it. Oh, pardon my language. I'm trying not to swear. It's difficult. Because I know a lot of kids like to watch games, so... Trying to be conscientious here. Declare some war. Warmonger penalty, moderate, but nobody knows the truth. So it didn't let me... If you have the unit selected, and then you declare war, it's still grayed out. The shot is grayed out, so you just have to reselect it. Not that that's hard to figure out, but because yeah, this is not gonna. He's not gonna be able to really damage it because it'll heal 20 per turn, but you can still get promotions. By the way, I forgot to do here. You can still get promotions by shooting the city, and promotions are very key. All right, can we finally meet somebody? Holy hell! Ooh, there's another commercial hub. I don't know. I want to kill commercial hubs because, like, I'd rather build harbors, you know. Amsterdam. I could try to swap in the policy to get 2 here. I kind of want Valletta. Like, I'm gonna hold for Valletta. Oh yeah, because I had that devilish plan here. To buy walls, didn't I? Actually going to buy another missionary. Because I'll still have enough, because I'm getting 14 faith per turn, which is pretty nice. Oh, I have a scout? What are you doing here? Wait, I feel like I missed... I have like this feeling I missed a goodie hut somewhere. No, I'm just thinking of like up here, I think. The irony is, like, the later you get them, the better, because they'll give you, like, for example, if they give you a random tech boost, your goodie hut, it'll be a later tech, right? Like, if I boost writing, that's half of 33. If I boost banking, it's half of 361. So, like, the same event gives you a larger bonus, and it actually has a higher likelihood to give you stuff like, you know, a free settler or something. Maybe not settler. I can't remember if that's a thing, but it'll give you bigger bonuses, basically. +2 is pretty nice. You do have decent housing. Just gotta probably just go with this. And I with 2 production and a little more food right now. Well, that was the promotion. No, I was. As long as I promote him before he gets here, it's fine. Before he shoots, we're good. Alright, so I'm going to convert Valletta. Maybe I'll convert Muscat. Yeah, because I have this guy. I still have 1 charge here. Because I want to attack Muscat next. The thing that's a little sketchy about, like, attacking city-states is you're not hurting an opponent, right? Like, you're not hurting an opponent by attacking a city-state. Oh, I turned the That's kind of weird. All right, I turned the speech down just for the sake of the quotes, because I like the quotes, but they really aren't good to have on while I'm talking. And I don't just want to like rapid fire close the text because that's kind of jarring in its own way. But it turns off the AI voices too, which is so sad. But let me see here. Is there a way I can? I don't think there's a way I can turn off just the tech quotes. Oh well. Unless there's... Wait. I'm getting confused because there's like a... There's a mod that lets you do that I used to use, but I don't use any mods right now. So I'm getting all like discombobulated. Thanks, babe. You like my huge military? Yeah, I bet you do. Her agenda is actually pretty hard to satisfy in high difficulties because the AI likes to spam military units. Great, now it's just in the way. Would you please? They should be able to switch. I don't understand. Switch places. In Civ 5, it was much easier to switch them. I don't know what's going on. So I have one more turn in this chariot. Don't think I need another one. So now we want to finish. Oh, what do you mean 2 turns? Flip off. It's funny how his values change. I'm not sure why I have less culture now. Oh, because I was getting culture from non-Medal and then I declared on them because I'm an asshole. I repaid them. Blood. Aye. So it's okay if this archer takes some hits because he'll promote. And he's not going to die to just some warriors. If they get walls up, it'll be a little scary, but not that bad, because early walls don't really count for much. I knew it. Hi. I'll just impersonate him. Yeah, okay. The strength of walls is based on the units you have. So walls are the ultimate defensive tools, but at the same time you need to have powerful units anyway, because the power of your units determines the power of your walls. Like the range strength of the walls is dependent on the most powerful ranged unit in your empire. And the strength is based on the most powerful melee unit in your empire. And I'm not sure if that applies to horses, because that would be a nice buff to melee units if cavalry didn't count towards that. That's an interesting notion. Alright. You're gonna build yourself a granary, or maybe I'll just buy it. I mean, I could, if I get this city-state, that's kind of a waste, but that's right. I guess you give it a holy site. But the thing is, like, you don't want to put it there, right? Put it there. But I just, like, I don't have any money now. What do you want, Monument. Always good. So I'm fine with that, because it does some damage, and then we can just do this. Ta-da! I probably should have used the chariot last, because it would not have taken that much damage. That's all good. I don't know if you want to build an encampment. Oh no, my tech is wasted. Kind of want harbors. Like, I kind of want a harbor now. It'd be kind of nice. But I also kind of want settlers. Alright, I'll just put that in for one turn. Ooh. That's a good one. Look at that. 2, 2, 2, 2. Play with tile yields on, people. Play with tile yields on. Actually, in the early game when you're trying to get astrology, it's discover a natural wonder, right? So you can actually find it easier with tile yields on because you can see, like, if it's one of the wonders, where is it? Where was I just? If it's one of the wonders that boosts like something adjacent, so if you see right now, if this was my vision, like I can see the culture, whereas I still can't see the wonder. So I can see it from one more tile away, which helps in the early game when you're trying to get astrology. Pro tip. Other cultural city-states. The kinds of city-states in the game can actually really influence your playstyle for that game. Because every district you build will be boosted by that specific city-state. So right now we have a couple commercials and a couple theater square culture city-states. So I don't have any science city-states yet. So I'm kind of like disincentivized to build campuses a little bit. And more significantly is industrial zones. Because industrial zones, like if you think about it, let's set aside the engineer point for now. Because that, I mean, that's major, but like if without the engineering point, right? You put an industrial zone down without any adjacency bonuses, right? Let's just say, oh, I want production, but you know, I'm just gonna throw this down. I want some production, right? Okay, it takes 54 production on quick speed. It takes, you build it. It takes 54 turns. Actually, you build it and it gives you 0 production. It gives you 0 production unless you have +1. Unless you have adjacency, right? It doesn't have any inherent production. So let's say, like, okay, let's say I put 1 and I get 1. Like, if I only get 1 production, or let's say I get 2 production. I'm like babbling a little bit here, right? I put an industrial zone here. I get 2 production. It takes like 26 turns to like kick in, just so I can get 2 production. 27 turns to kick in. Then I'll start getting 2 production. Like, that's not very good in turn. Like, I could build a mine and get 2 production. So if I'm just like want more production, like building an industrial zone inherently can be kind of meh. Like, not very good. Like, it's kind of a trap in a way. The thing is, I can boost that with city-states. So if I actually have like multiple industrial city-state with like 6 envoys, then I'm getting like a ton of production. And the other thing is, like, I say this is 54 production, but the cost goes up based on like number of districts you already have or something like that. I forget the exact math. So it's actually oftentimes much more than that. And then look at this workshop. 195 production to get 2 production. That is not worth it at all. That is like, and it costs 1 gold per turn. So 195 production for 2 production per turn is what? 98 turns? That is so stupid. It takes 98 turns to become relevant. Okay? 98 turns before your workshop does anything. So workshops are kind of stupid. Yes, well, I'll get back to the engineering point, because that's a little more complicated. But like, the only reason to build workshop is you can get a factory, right? Factory, 390 production to get +3 production. So, again, like 120 some odd turns. So it's completely freaking garbage unless it's hitting like multiple cities, right? So if you're hitting 4 cities with this, then all of a sudden it's 12 production, and that's pretty good. Like, that's viable, because then it's like whatever 390 divided by 12. like 35 turns, and after that you're getting 12 production per turn. I mean, even that is kind of like sketchy, right? You're waiting 30 turns for like a decent production bonus, the equivalent of like 2.5 mines. I don't know. Like, that's a little weird. Like, be careful with industrial zones is kind of the thing. The thing is, right? Well, be careful with industrial zones unless you have city states to boost them, because they're kind of sketchy otherwise. They're kind of like traps, you know? The thing is, great engineers are often very powerful. James of St. George sucks, but just ignore him. He's like, oh good, walls. Like, they're really cheap and I can double boost them anyway. Thanks, George. Or thanks, James. But a lot of the later ones are pretty good. Like, there's ones that like buff factories. There's some that give you like really powerful amenity bonuses, stuff like that. Those are pretty awesome. So, and the thing is, like, with great people, right? A great people point is more valuable the fewer other people who are going for it. So what I mean is, like, if 0 other people ever build any industrial zones and they never get great engineer points, I can get all the great engineers with 1 point, because I'll be the only one, or with just like a handful, you know? Just a handful of points will get me so many great engineers. However, like, look at this. What's a good example? Like, right now I'm at 0 scientist points, right? And this person's at 4, this person's at 3 already. Like, I would need several campuses to be competitive just to snag some of these great scientists. So that's already way more expensive in terms of the great people points. So that's another thing to consider with the engineers, right? Like, engineers are good, so the great people points matter. Like, they're powerful, but they're only powerful if no one else is going for them. Or, like, not if no one else, but if fewer people are going for them, then they're more valuable, because you're like guaranteed to get your pick of good engineers. So I think I'm gonna hit next turn. It's a little overdue. So what I really want is more meter square. Oh yes, more settlers. Like, you really can't go wrong. Maintenance, settlers. Still kind of want this eventually, so I'm going to keep that there. Yeah, like, data square, like, whatever. I could build pyramids. Maybe I should build pyramids. But honestly, I don't need it, you know. It's kind of late. It's kind of like pyramids either will disappear next turn or it'll be there in like 30 turns. It's kind of a way to think about it. I didn't need to move that chariot, that was a waste. So I won't be able to. An interesting thing about, like, an underrated thing about coastal cities is that you can't blockade them without a ship. Is to blockade, or whatever it's called, siege a city, you have to have zone of control over the entire circle around it. And you can't, a land unit can't zone control the water, so you need one ship. I could bring one back, or buy one or something, but they're kind of far away, so I have to just accept this. Anyway, see y'all in the next video.